Hello, this is Kermit the Streamer. We are back for Path of Exile 2, doing some more necromancy. Um, yeah, it's been a minute. I've been super busy. I didn't mean to leave everybody hanging. Not that there's a huge viewership on this channel, but yeah, I wanted to be posting a little bit more regularly than I have been. But that's okay. We'll do that when time permits. Some exciting things on the horizon. Civilization 7 is about to hit. Also, for anybody that likes Netflix, there's a show called Resident Alien that I've started watching, and it's really cool. And it's got a third season hitting in like 4 days. I have to get through season 2 still, so that's one of the things that has been sucking me away. Also, I've been on the prowl looking for a new job, trying to find something. Had a couple near misses, a couple things I had to turn down. And it's been keeping me from being able to sit down and play video games as much. Alright, so the thing to remember here with our Necromancer is we are in the second act now, which means, although there are a couple of bosses that have fire-based attacks, most of the really difficult ones in this zone are going to be lightning based, so we're going to be wanting to boost our lightning resist. And then what's our situation on our passives again? It's got to be at least a week since I've looked at this, so let's see. We got our revive time boosted. We probably want the max life. Where's our other? We had another node, I think, with revive. So we got this node here. I know there's another one over on the left here somewhere. There's this business over here. Maybe they changed it? I know there was some patching that happened. Let's see. Ah, it's all the way over here. Minions revive 25% faster at Restless Dead. So how are we going to get to Restless Dead? Probably over this way, on this highway over here, to get over there. But I'm guessing in the immediate now, we probably will get... Well, this is weird. This necrotized flesh. I don't know if that's actually that great, because 40% increased maximum life, so that's a pretty good bump of health, but 10% reduced life recovery rate, so they're not going to stick around as long necessarily. So I don't know if that's really good. I mean, overall, it's going to boost our survivability on our little minions, but yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that one for a minute. I do think it might be worth it to get all of these little nodes here. Yeah, all of these little nodes to make the minions more effective. So I think, yeah, probably for the near term, we'll go ahead and just grab all this stuff. We'll probably come up this way, grab some or most of this stuff, and this is going to be a section of our tree that might eventually just get scrapped in favor of coming back over this away, because a lot of this stuff is kind of repeated over here. We've got attack speed and increased damage and stuff, so once we've got like all of this stuff done, like maybe we get 3 more levels or something, and then we hop on the highway, head over there, grab this, snag it, maybe grab some of the critical stuff. I don't know. See what else we got on the minion side of things. So this whole pocket is minion stuff. We got some minion stuff up here. Getting him to be like to have lifesteal could be interesting. I don't know that anybody else does that. This thing here, where once we have an amulet, although it's interesting, it applies to all of your minions instead of you. Since you've got a lot of minions, that could be a really cool thing. I don't know so much about the critical hit on the minions. Maybe making them real tanky could be good. Giving them a lot of resist. And then what's this over here? What is reservation? Huh. I don't even know what reservation is. Reservation effects prevent a portion of a given resource, usually spirit, from being used for other purposes while active. Reserving a resource does not change the maximum value. So I'm wondering, I'm going to have to do some research into that, but I'm guessing what that does is it might make our spirit costs a little bit cheaper for things, so we might get more minions, or maybe we'll be able to use some of the passives, the spirit passives, without having them drain our total spirit. We'll figure that out. I'm going to have to do some reading on that. Alright, so when you do the Ardura Caravan, you get a bunch of interesting places in the desert that you can go to.
Welcome. You have your orders.
So we first have this Madun Quarry, and we've got the Halani Gates. If we went to the Halani Gates right now, we would just find out that it's blocked and you can't get in. So we're going to go ahead and go to the quarry first. And the quarry has a couple of zones in it. It's got the quarry and the mine. Has at least one boss that I remember off the top of my head. That is a flame attack, like a very fire-focused boss. So if you do have any loose flame-resistant stuff laying around, it still has some use here in the early stages of this act. Alright, what do we got?
Seems the Faradin have been up to no good in the hills of Morden.
Zombie and some more. So we're going to try to just focus on using our many abilities to do the job that we need to get done here. Great job. We've got a little bit of slowdown like we always do at the start. That's just my my computer getting used to being on task. So playing this game. It'll catch up, or it'll calm down in just a minute. Let's get our zombies rolling. Do all the things. Zombies with power charges because they're stronger zombies. And this is pretty good. I haven't even been using corruption at all because everything is just getting killed. So you can see the main spells are doing all their work. Good stuff. Lots of zombies. So many incendiary weapons flying around. Check. I couldn't remember what my overall equip setup was. I was still in the relic or not. Once we realized we wanted to run power station, I got in the relic. I mostly just started that just to try to do something a little bit different than what I had done with Snyder and Sonic. I very much did more of like a toxic mask Ignite and hex mage type setup with that one. I did not like it. I didn't understand how demon form worked. It's one of the things you can get with your prestige. And it makes it to where your spellcasting goes nuts. But a lot of the things I was running were not technically activated spells for whatever reason. They were wellness things, and those don't function the same way. And so if you go into demon form and you try to use those abilities, it'll take you right out of demon form, and it's like you just waste a bunch of time doing a thing. Yeah, it's not very fun to do that. You go, oh man, I just got this cool ability and it doesn't do anything like what I thought it would. And then I switched it over to an Infernalist, and that was good, but I wasn't really specced on that character to be an Infernalist. You know, I can go back there and fix it and do that, but that'll be when I'm not busy doing 100 other things. So yeah, in about a week we'll probably do a first impression on Civ 7. It just depends. It depends on what the schedule's going to be like. If I get this new job, if I get any new job. Also got to start doing a lot more with the kids. But I figure committing to 1 or 2 days, you know, an hour, or maybe 2 one-hour sessions throughout the week. Maybe the occasional half an hour here and there when time permits. That shouldn't be no matter what changes come in. We done filled up our inventory. And there we go. Herald skills are a kind of spirit reservation.
How can I advise you?
So reservations probably have something to do with our herald skills. Which I remember getting some herald skills at a certain point. I have one on my archer ranger lady that does something fun with poisons. You always want to check for the quality on some of those items that you pick up, because this Arcanist Etcher, those are kind of rare to get. You don't find them often, at least not at the stages of the game I've been through so far. So whenever I see an item that has that, I'm definitely going to be looking to disassemble it. Because see, I've only got 6 of those. You can upgrade the quality of certain items all the way up to about 20%, and what that basically does is it takes whatever adds it has on it, whatever enchantments and stuff, and it makes them 20% better. So if, let's just say you had something that gave you plus 100 life, 20% more would be 20 more life. So very simple, very basic, but very small nudge way to make some of your stuff a lot stronger. And you know, since the game scales in terms of the loot that you find and stuff, the further in you are, 20% on something that is stacked will make a huge difference.
Our people.
Maybe not so much during this particular act at this time, but once you're moving through Act 3 and you're getting to the sort of the pinnacle of
We are not
the goods you're going to find there, then you're talking 20% being really
and
nice,
if we
and
work
then
together,
as you
if
get
we
further and
unite,
further,
then they
you get
will
more and more
be
stuff.
forced to acknowledge us.
That 20% makes a big difference. These are angry.
We must show them strength.
We got fire all over the place.
For all those who live
Like some
in the
zombies.
flames of Vaskiri.
Those are zombies. We need more fire damage. Alright, there we go. We got loads of it. So all these. So we're not really having any difficulty with the levels. Now I have not yet really had a character that had much difficulty with the levels until Act 3. Now of course you saw that the end of Act 1 it gets pretty tough. Those mobs are pretty powerful. And that does happen at the end of this as well. The zone clear is going to be a much more difficult situation. But this basic level, those big guys with the discs are probably the hardest in terms of the sheer number of points and stuff. But they're not hard in terms of you can dodge their attack, especially with a character like this, you're letting your mob do all the work, so not an overwhelmingly difficult zone. At all. There's some zombies. Keep killing things. So much fun. Plot that does with the big stone is a pretty good hit. You don't want to get caught in that. It's very easy to avoid. Oh hey, we got a passive. So we'll probably do just like passive. Increase max life for the minions. I haven't been noticing if they've been down much. Probably not. If I go back and just verify after I posted this video to see what's happening there. Everything's going according to plan. I hate the enemies with proximal tangibility. What that basically means is they're not real unless you get close to them. Proximal means nearby, and tangibility means you can reach out and touch it. So proximal tangibility means that if you're far enough away from the guys, they're invulnerable. The interesting thing about that is if they do have any sort of ranged attack or aura attacks, they still affect you, but yeah, you can't touch them. The other thing I like to do is sing "You Can't Touch This" whenever I fight a proximal tangibility guy. Anybody from the Indies? There's our module mine. Oh, you know what? Shoot. I don't know that I wanted to go down there yet. There was probably a boss in that zone that I wanted to check out. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna look at our map as soon as we get into the zone. Does M do it? No, M does not do it. I forgot. It's been too long since I played.
This lot were left down here
no!
to die.
Waypoints.
Or
V. Oh yeah, if we go to the waypoint screen, that'll give it to us. So we are in the mine, which is below ground. Oh no, that's not exactly what I meant to do. But it'll do. I did not note. Curious now. I gotta check this. Checkpoint. Go ahead and zoom to the checkpoint. There's gotta be a way to do that. Let's see here. Social screen. Atlas. Forward screen. See, here we had Wrathbreaker. There's nothing here, but maybe it's because we haven't found it yet. So maybe there is something still to be found in this zone, and it just hasn't given us the icon because we haven't gotten close enough to it. I'm not sure if that's even how that works. I love it when these games have this thing where you see the area below where you are. That's a really nice touch. I also love it when there's like stuff happening in the background. This is it. There's like a treasure trove and there's gonna be what? And there's not like an ambush waiting for me? What's going on here? Huh. Thought for sure there'd be like an ambush or something. Come back out after opening that meager chest and get toe chocked by a bunch of baddies. But apparently not. For first-time players, it might not be a bad idea to check those lights, because especially early on when you've just moved from one act to the other, you might find some stuff that is actually significantly better than I'm just not expecting it to be, so, and also I don't think it's particularly fun to let things organize over small changes in gear. Whoops. I'm not exactly sure how I got killed there, but anyway, I died. I guess it was probably exploding corpses of some kind or something. That's one thing that this game is a little annoying for, is how many bad guys you'll dispatch, and then they have some sort of incendiary death effect that sometimes waits. Like when they're immediate, it's pretty good because you can be ready for it, but when it takes a second to happen, it's really annoying because you'll be sitting there going, yeah, coast is clear, all the things are dead, and then whoops, I'm dead too. That's unexpected. We got nothing.
Young one.
I don't think we have any support gems that we're looking for, or anything that we want to use this support gem for, I should say. Let's take a look. Contagion. Yeah, we're not really running Contagion anymore. Raging Spirits. Let's see. They already have Fire Infusion. There was something I wanted to get with that, but I don't think that I can get it yet. So yeah, I need to believe what I want is yeah, I want Fire Penetration because that's gonna ignore 30% of resistance. Oh, whoops. Always gotta remember to click on your tab before you do the thing. And let's stick you in there. So we're looking for some support, some level 2 support gems, because then we'll be able to snag that other ability that we want onto our Raging Skulls or whatever. Okay, we've got most of this zone sorted out here. And we're just basically, we're scouring right now to try and get any other secondary bosses and things, because, yeah, If I didn't say it in the other videos, pretty much all the bosses and fun things that you find on the zones do usually give you some small tiny measure of a healing effect. Like we had seen one that gave us increased cold resistance, we'd seen another that gave us increased max health, and even though it was only 20 max health and just a little bit of cold resistance, it is stuff that you get to keep, you get to take it with you, so you might as well go and snag it. And aside from the fact that they usually drop some pretty good, bosses usually drop some pretty good loot and a high experience reward when you're fighting on lava. Another fine skill gem, we might be able to upgrade one of our pre-existing. You want to make sure you keep an eye on that because one of the easiest ways to just boost your combat utility is by making sure your skills get their upgrades, because they do matter. You know, each individual level, maybe not as much, but it does depend, and it does tend to scale, especially when you're using abilities that go to the Boy, this guy is hefty, this little meat-tongue monster. We got him, but it took us some time. Zombie! Zombies. We got all of this zone, we got just a bit of nursing. Yeah, maybe we don't even have any special stuff in this zone. We're getting things, we're gathering materials, we're gathering experience. It's all good. We're just having a good time in the middle of the afternoon here. Yeah, looks like I was silly. I wasted this time. Could have just gone straight down to the mine and done stuff. Ain't nothing happening up here. Alright, down to the mine we go. That's the other thing. In the last week I got pretty sick. That kept me from really feeling like I had the energy to do much of anything. So these kind of bosses kind of suck. Well, not really bosses. What are they? Challenge mobs, I guess. They had if you saw, that guy had an aura around him that drains mana. That's really the main time with most of these characters that I have any trouble with mana. Okay, do you need a drink? Oh, you had your Lego. I thought that was your drink cup. go ahead and get that ugly map on the screen. Just see what's going on. I'm just scared and running around on the map, superimposed. Yeah, we definitely do have a boss in this zone. And it's one that's important to kill. Ooh, Sapphire Time. Let's take that. What is that? Oh, it's a boring one. Okay, never mind. Oh, let's go ahead and do this real quick. We'll go ahead and upgrade our arsonists. We are using those, right? Yeah, we are. So now our arsonists are a little bit stronger. Long or anything. We'll probably be able to end this video with the next boss. I'm expecting to be killed by this next boss. She is, I'm calling her she. I'm not 100% sure. She. I feel like the voice actor is a woman, but I don't know if the character itself actually is. It might be clear why when we get there. But they are pretty decent character that is an indeterminate gesture. So yeah, that's one of the things that's happening here. These things that are on the ground have like a static electric aura that sticks around after they die. Draining me down. And it is like a delayed, or it's just a static trigger. That's really sticks around. And where effects usually would be like that is the fact that it makes you more affiliated with other sources of energy stuff, more acutely. Let's make a bunch of zombies. That's what we do. We're the zombie killer and the zombie maker. Power charge. Zombies ran out of steam. Here we go. So this is our fight. This person here, pretty crispy. The person in the cage was that metallic voice. And this person, they're very burninated, and most of their skin is gone, so it makes it hard for me to tell. So we can dodge their attack pretty easily. And a lot of those attacks are telegraphed. But the thing that makes this fight hard is she does a lunge attack where she basically did that one right there, where she comes at you, but then she kind of like hurts herself. And then the other thing is she does throw missiles every once in a while out at you. That attack that she just did right there pretty well wiped out all of my minions. And you definitely don't want to be in the middle with that attack as your person. There, she's chasing me down, and she hit me, and that blast kills you, so you have to be really careful. I screwed up there and didn't time my roll effectively. You definitely don't want to slow your roll. You want your roll to be right. Oh my gosh, that was pretty bad. Anyway, I had my face fully much. So you gotta dodge this. You gotta dodge it. You just gotta not be on the offensive when that happens. I went ahead and threw some raging in there just to have we're not getting any power charges from that power cycle. This actually might be a good boss, I think, to switch ones, maybe? If you're having trouble. There we go, we got a dodge that crap. And she just keeps coming, or he just keeps coming. Like that, until she runs out of stuff. Like 3 or 4 attacks out. Ooh, the flame attack's pretty good. Don't want to stand still. You stand still. I like that. I know. Out to finish this one off. So not bad. We died one time. We still have a little bit more time to play, possibly. I don't know if I want to go into another big fight. We got a body rune, a bunch of stuff. Oh man, a bunch of stuff. I can't even carry it all. Can we do some creative regeneration here?
Get me out of here!
Yeah, maybe we do this. Come on, let me get this last little thing in there. You know what? We don't need you, Focus. We might need that. Level 6 Skeletal Warrior is way better than what we already have. Let's check that out real quick. Ooh. That's quite a bit better because it gives us 2 levels on our Skeletal Warrior, and even though it's less inherent damage on the lightning, it's increasing our minion life, which is the thing that we are basically trying to do with this character, is minion life, minion viability, and all that. So the 2 levels on our Skeletal Warriors is just icing on the cake too. We'll go ahead and make our let's make our flame wall even better, because that seems to be like a primary skill for us. I don't know if I'm making the right choice there, but I am fine.
Please, get winds, praise you. 1,000, please, take me.
I could have done, I could have gone into more detail and looked at each individual thing to see where the best bang for my buck would be. That'd probably be the smarter way to do it. But you're gonna get. I'm gonna find more of those things as we get playing too.
How can I advise?
As long as we just make sure that we're leveling up as we go a little bit. All of our abilities and all of our things. We got some fire resistance there. We don't really need that. Wow, that's an interesting ring. It does both fire and cold resistance, and then it also boosts fire damage. That's really cool. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this ring because this is way better than that one. And get rid of that one because the percentage bonus is just only slightly better. And the actual extra ability there is much cooler. Okay, so we do have some stuff to salvage. And then we didn't pick up anything worth disenchanting, I don't think. I'm basically disenchanting yellows or better is what we're going to try to do. Ooh, let's see, did we get a better mana recovery? No, we didn't get a better belt.
Can't you?
I will tell your tale.
Alright, brilliant. So we killed that person in the mines. So we can go ahead and go to Halani Gates real quick. We're going to find out that news I was telling you where there's not really anything to
I know what Jana
But
intends to
Risu, the
feed
reason why
their
we
god.
wanted to get Risu is because she knows the back way into the Halani Gates. I think that's what it is.
One of the trails.
But you have to go there first, and then you'll talk to Risu, and she'll say, "Oh yeah, by the way, you can go through the Traitor's Passage." I think, or she sends you on a quest to go get the stuff so you can go through Traitor's Passage. That's probably more accurate. Yeah, so I could play for 15 more minutes, or we could call it quits. Let's go ahead and see what we can do
Why
in
have we
15 more
stopped?
minutes.
The Halani gates are for
Yeah,
glory.
Halani Gates are closed. That's what I thought. And who do we talk to? Talk to Risu, like I thought. Okay, fantastic.
The
Alright,
Halani
Lucio.
gates are closed, but there is another
Oh,
way.
yeah, there's another way.
Stella.
Alright, fantastic. I thought there would be another way. So we could go to Visteria outskirts, we could go to... Oh, wait. Oh, was I supposed to talk to Sekhemas?
So, our city. Let us see.
Yeah, we were
Move
supposed
swiftly.
to do that so we could go to the Traitor's Passage. Where is Traitor's Passage? Where are you? What the heck? Oh, there we are. But why don't we go there? Oh, it's because we already kind of did in a way. I see. The entrance changes to the Traitor's Passage instead of Holy Gates at this point. So yeah, I guess we'll try to do Traitor's Passage and go all the way to Balbala. So that might make us run over just a little, or we will finish right about
in dark spaces.
intended time.
How wonderful.
Oh no, you don't sneak up on me. Those big spiders are pretty impressive. I really like how they come in off the side. It's really fun. Zombies. Oh no. There, we only died right there. We also ran out of mana. Something must have been siphoning it from us or something. So I wasn't casting spells like this. Alright, another 6 skill gem. Let's go ahead and plop that into our solar orb as well. Keep our flame damage as being kind of like a big thing. Although I could have arguably put it into maybe the zombies. Kind of cool with what we're doing. We'll be evening out over the choice. That's why I'm not agonizing too much over the choice. Since we basically have our stuff set up for the this is the skill loadout I plan on running until the end of the first part of the game. Unless we start to struggle or something. More life on our minions. They've got to be pretty easy right now. Obviously, well, that's the thing though. All those little 10% things, they're basically 1s and 2s and 1s and 3s. And they all add up, of course, but it's not like something you get 10%, 10%, 10%, and it equals 40%. Man, we're finding a lot of socketable light items. This is great because we want to be really increasing our supply of the socket resources. And what that does is it allows you to take really good later and that's one of the main things I do when I get stuck in this game. Is I go look at my items and go, well, what can I socket? What can I make just ever so much better so that I can get through this ordeal of facing the end of the level. See, that's one of those ambush spots right there. All those spiders, they come around this thing here. Alright. So now, we get our zombies. They're stronger now. So I think that's most of our skills caught up. There might be one or two that I'm not sure at this point. And Contagion will low priority there because we're not really using it for anything other than boss battles. Ooh, a wax jacket. How exciting. So I think we have a scroll, so we can go ahead and find out what that wax jacket is. The Gloom Form Wax Jacket. Evasion rating, energy shield. Ooh, I like all the things that I see. You have a smoke cloud while stationary. Smoke cloud. Enemies in smoke clouds are blinded. Okay. Being blinded causes 20% less accuracy rating and evasion rating, so things that are blinded take more hits and miss a lot more. Let's see, is that gives us a lot of dexterity. I don't know what happens if we do this, because we were depending on strength for something, weren't we? No, I guess not. I do think this is significantly better than this. So we're gonna go ahead and keep that. See what, oh, that's cool. We got a little poo gas cloud too. I do like that. That's neat. I don't know how much good that's gonna do us. Honestly, we'll probably be replacing that at some point, but it's significantly better than the one we had, I think. And that smoke cloud will come to do something. And hopefully it doesn't do the wrong thing and make you confused.
The traitor Balbala has been
Balbala is
sentenced
the
to
person we are looking
1,000
for here.
years of suffering as
They are the traitors, I believe. Would be on the traitors passive. And I don't know what Balbala did. I don't know who Balbala betrayed, other than maybe a former Sekhemas, or perhaps the former vizier of the... I don't remember the name of the desert rolling people that are the main oppressed portion from this yet. Faradoon? Isn't it? Okay, sure. But yeah, I don't know whether they betrayed the Sekhemas, or whether they betrayed the Faradoon. It probably actually says whenever we go and find them. So there's the Halani Gates. That's where we go and have a big fight to try and chase down the Faradoon. We don't want to go there yet, because we want to fight Balbala. The reason we want to fight Balbala is because it's a pretty cool fight, and then also because that will enable us to do our first trial of the Sekhemas, which is difficult. Many people wait to do it a little bit later, but I believe I personally believe that the Necromancer and the Ranger are the easiest classes to do. Because we have some skills that allow us to do it really easily. One of which, for the Necromancers, that we've got this army, so that means it's they get to do a lot of the work for us. And then for the Ranger, you have a lot of evasive abilities, so you can zoom through some of the maps where you're not supposed to kill stuff. And also your evasion helps too, because one of the things that is difficult about the trial is that you cannot be hit. That is, you have a special life total called honor that dwindles every time you're hit by any attack. So you literally are playing when you're doing trial effects. Instead of proximal tangibility, you are the character that does not want to be touched. And it's very difficult. It's very tedious because a lot of enemies you'll be facing there have things like zone area of effect attack. Then there's a lot of guys that can just like spring up around you, like these Viper guys that attack you. You can just kind of burrow and then end up with next to them very hard to get where they're going to attack. So it's hard to but if we complete our Trial of the Sekhemas early, that's when we'll get our ascension path, and we'll get to go ahead and boost ourselves into we should be able to get, from that point, we should be able to get our own little Hellhound to help us out and bolster our minion forces. That's the point where our minions are going to become super extra beefy in terms of being able to dish out high amounts of elemental damage. That's going to complement the eventual elemental that we ignore. And it's just going to be all around good things. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Oh yeah, that was what I was thinking of. We got our skill gem. Skill gem. Skill gem? Skill gem? Oh yeah, like this. Right clicking, we're adding... Okay, I think... Yeah, we clearly want to go ahead and just bump up our arsenal snipe. Here we go.
Someone wanted these doors to remain shut. I should open them.
So this fight is very difficult. When I the first time I played this game through, this was the hardest boss fight that I came across. Because this is all well and good. She does, and I think this is a she. She does a lot of high damage attacks, but the big thing you gotta watch for with her is she disappears. She just doesn't disappear. You can find her if you really look. While she disappears, poison fills up this arena that you're fighting in, and it will continue to fill up until you find her and flack her. And her response to you flacking her is to come and do a high damage melee attack. So you've got this thing where the whole room can fill up with poison and kill you that way. And then as you kind of figure out, oh, I have to get her, she can also do high damage physical damage attacks too, so it's not like you just do some resistance. So she's hiding now, so where is she? Nobody knows. There. The other thing she's going to start doing is she's going to start summoning these little helper minions, and that is actually really nice, because it gives you little things you can kill, and you fill your classes with. So otherwise this would be a boss where you can very danger of running out of class. We're getting tired. I'm glad that we're actually to the end of this video. That's one thing that raising one of my spell abilities has done. It has made it to where it is getting to be a very real thing that I run out of mana. Agent on there too. probably doing a poor job of dodging engineering. We are getting doing all the work they need to do. There we go. We got a column strike there on Balbala. And we did it. Alright. So fantastic. Successful outing. We did all the things. We got Balbala's Barrier that allows us to do the Trial of the Sekhemas. So our next video will probably just be that. It'll be Trial of Sekhemas. Let's go ahead and ditch that. We're just getting a ton of stuff that we're going to be able to disassemble here. Here we go. So then when we come back, we'll probably do Trial of the Sekhemas. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. And then we'll go do Halani Gates. If we have trouble with the Trial of the Sekhemas, then we'll go do Halani Gates and come back refreshed and leveled to be able to better handle that.
How can I advise?
To the point where we may have gotten lots of cool items.
I only. If you are the traitor, in speed.
Cold resistance, no, we don't care about that. We don't care about that. Not that, not that, not that, not that. Maybe this? No, we want the minion levels. Okay, fantastic. We didn't get anything super cool. I'm just checking to see. We could go ahead and upgrade our contagion. We don't have anything else we really need, so we'll upgrade contagion. That'll just help us tick down those bosses a little bit faster. We've got tons of stuff to disassemble. And then do we have anything? No, we don't. We're going to go ahead and just sell.
Speak up.
There's our Barrier. Alright. Well, thank you for sticking around. We'll leave this in our inventory so that we are reminded of what we are doing next time. I'm Kermit the Streamer, and thank you for stopping in, and hope you've enjoyed. If you had any comments or things you want to let me know about, add them. Like and subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. Adios.